What's up, guys? We're here at AMC Town Square with Chasing Cinema.
Mr. James, shoot!
.com. We've got a lot of movies to talk about, so let's just get straight into it. Tupac Shakur is back. All Eyez on Me.
All Eyez on Me, the biopic from Benny Boom. Any expectation when you were going into this?
No, I think I thought I was going to enjoy it, though, to be honest with you, because I had no expectations, and I don't know anything about Tupac Shakur. To just be honest, I'm not one of those Wikipedia people that just read it and act like you've been like a fan for like 50 years. I'm not that, so I don't know anything about him.
Well, you know of Tupac. You just don't know more of his like personal.
No, I don't know anything about his personal life really, other than just probably random stuff.
Probably like the more general things.
Yeah.
And because I mean, I'm sure you being a Vegas boy, you know, born and raised, I'm sure that's all you heard about when it was here. You know, I was only 97 it was, so I was 6 years old. So you know.
So you weren't all fun of that?
I wasn't all on that yet. I didn't know what was going on. But so All Eyez on Me. What'd you think?
I thought it was good. I don't think it was like. It's not something I can watch over and over and over again. But I enjoyed it more than Straight Outta Compton.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed this movie. It was good. And then it was interesting seeing all the like Biggie, Faith Evans, and the guy he knocked out was Puff Daddy, right? That he knocked on the floor in the white? That was Puff Daddy? That was not Puff Daddy?
I don't think so. They didn't say that.
Who was that?
I just think he was one of the guys. One of the guys.
I thought that was him, so
we're showing
shows you how I'm an idiot. I'm not even acting like I know, but I enjoyed the movie. I think it's definitely a watch. I think if you're a Tupac Shakur fan, you're gonna appreciate it. And I guess I didn't know that. It seemed like Tupac Shakur too. Wasn't aggressive. Like when he was in front of camera and stuff, he was always aggressive. But it seemed like in the movie they portrayed it so that like he was like he seemed like quiet almost. Like he didn't seem aggressive.
Yeah.
Unless he needed to be, I guess. And then
at least from said perspective.
Yes, from this particular movie. So I don't know if he was really like that, but I thought that was interesting. And then I forgot about the Jada Pinkett relationship. So I'm curious too if they were ever lovers or if they were just strictly like just best friends.
I'm sure people will love to educate us on the comment section.
Yeah,
they'll educate us.
You effing Chinese idiot. I'm used to it.
All right. Anything else?
No, I enjoyed
Demetrius
the
Shipp
movie.
Jr.?
I'm glad that they were able to get. Oh, that guy looks like Tupac Shakur.
Yeah, he is.
You know, what I'm saying is gonna be ridiculous, I'm sure, but I felt that Tupac Shakur's face was more edged, and in certain scenes, this guy,
I don't think so.
his face was a little puffy,
Too round.
Little round, but this guy, I mean, he was cut, so it's not like that wasn't him. It was just you can't control.
Yeah, no. But I mean, for like just lookalikes.
Oh, he looked like him. And then the guy that did the voice for the actor for Snoop Dogg sounded just like Snoop Dogg.
If it wasn't Snoop Dogg.
But he says it's Snoop Dogg.
I think it was Snoop Dogg doing ADR.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
That guy sounds.
Because like it even was like, oh, that's definitely Snoop. That's a hard voice to replicate.
The actress that played Faith Evans, she was really actually hot. So. I don't remember Faith Evans looking like that, but whatever. That's okay. That's okay. And yeah, overall, it was a good movie. I enjoyed myself. I wasn't bored at all. I guess if there was a complaint, and it was only because you can't do this as a 5-hour movie, it just went so fast from incident to incident to incident. I wanted some more maybe. But.
Yeah, it definitely. I mean, especially in the beginning, it feels a little scattered. It doesn't kind of really feel so all connected, and then we kind of start following a timeline. But it is very much, and I'm pretty sure Get On Up was like this too, where it was like this moment from his life, this moment from his life, this moment, this moment, this moment. Where it's not like a consecutive. This is his life for these 2 years or these said years. And like to me, that was kind of I would have loved to prefer a more like concrete timeline, but that's okay. I understand. Like you said, they're trying to condense a lot in a short amount of time, but. I mean, I think the movie was fine. I don't think it was great, and I think think walking away from it, my problem is, I'm not a huge Tupac connoisseur, but I mean, anyone who's listened to Tupac or has ever really
listened to the radio,
especially anyone who's kind of listened to any of his music, and even it's teased here, but Tupac Shakur is one of the most complex artists of all time, and I don't think this movie really shows all of his complexity. I think this movie really just kind of shows him on a very surface level. I mean, they show you that he comes from this where he comes from and where he's at, and that he wants to do good, and he's kind of battling, but it doesn't really go on to the real complexity that you could hear in a Tupac album, or like some of the songs or the things that we've learned about Tupac since his passing, and you know, people who now that there's so many write-ups and things about Tupac, I don't feel like we've dug deep enough. I never felt that we were in a scene long enough or emotionally really connected enough to really get deep down into understanding him more. Everything felt very surface, and even when there was serious moments, you know, for instance with scenes with him and his mom, they're there, we start to get to feeling, and then we kind of jump to the next scene, and I think that was when it kind of hurt the movie. Again, I don't think this is a bad movie, but I think that I would have rather focused on a specific time frame and maybe really kind of dug into that rather than just kind of learning about everything all at once. You know, I understand that they want to do a whole biopic, and you know, it is 220. And to be honest, I think some of those scenes weren't necessary. I think there was a few times where I was like, okay, did we need that? I don't know. You know, was that really important? For instance, like his mom coming to the trailer, you know, later to meet his girlfriend and all that, and things like that. Yeah, I understand why it's there, but is it doing anything for me as a viewer to further understand Tupac Shakur? I would have rather had a scene learning or going deeper into the man that, you know, has been a legendary artist. Other than that, you know, I think that was my problem, was where I wasn't really bored. I do think it was a bit long, 2 hours and 20 minutes. I think we could have cut some things. And
For me, it went pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think because we're constantly changing setting,
yeah, that's
and we're constantly following things, that it works for the time frame. But I would have rather had, like I said, a more condensed, deeper situation where a lot of surface stuff.
Yeah, like during The Mummy, I caught myself looking and it's like, come on, let's go.
This is much better than The Mummy.
But like this movie, it was very fast paced, but also, I think the part that hurts it, I guess maybe, is that we don't get to learn more. Like I wanted to learn more, but they had to keep on moving on.
I think it was more approached in the sense that we're expecting these people to see this movie already to know and to really care about Tupac Shakur. And I mean, granted, of course, people who don't know Tupac's story is going to come and see this, and maybe they just want to, I mean, but I think that...
That's me.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think that you would have walked away far more moved, understanding more of the complexities that if he had. I think that he was, I think there was a lot more things we could have explored. I mean, the themes and his ideas alone are worth conversations, and I feel like while we hear it here and there, it doesn't ever really kind of hit hard. And you know, most of the acting I thought was good. I think the actress who played his mom was good in some sequences and not so great in others, especially in the beginning. I wasn't really a fan of her. And sometimes things felt too scripted. Sometimes things felt a little bit too preachy. Like they were just trying to go with these, you know, these common sayings and these things that were just trying to be motivational or trying to be bigger. And that's where I think it kind of bothered me more. Just like Tupac had said so many things, and you know, that were just so complex and had so much knowledge to it, that I wish we would have explored it in a more natural sense rather than kind of just saying these really key quotes or keywords.
People say that Suge Knight's in jail right now, right?
Yeah, didn't he run some guy over?
Yeah. So people say that he's like hardcore as hell. So that's all I'm gonna say about that subject. So.
Mostly every movie he's been portrayed in,
it's just always like this.
I just wonder when we're gonna get a Suge Knight movie.
Yeah, let's show it from the other side. He's all this good guy.
They do a Suge Knight perspective. Well, that's the thing too. You know, you have to take everything like it's a perspective different.
Yes,
you know, like,
absolutely.
And you know, and I mean that's what I'm saying. I think though this movie does show Tupac doing good, both good and bad, I don't think it dives in as much as I wanted it to.
I'm curious, you know, if the unfortunate tragedy that happened, where he would be today, like how big Tupac Shakur would be in 2017. Do
you think Tupac would be as big if he didn't pass away?
I have no idea. You know, they say that about like Aaliyah. Aaliyah could be would have been bigger than Beyonce. What do you think, B?
Yeah.
Like, you think he would have been big?
Yeah.
Tupac?
He was Michael Jackson hip hop.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. At 25 to do all that.
Yeah, I mean, that was, and I didn't know all that, those stats.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty interesting though. And
they didn't even on the Janet Jackson movie. That's the only one I knew. They didn't even get that.
You didn't know Juice?
No, I didn't.
Oh, have you ever seen Juice?
I can't be acting like I do. I didn't.
Now you got all the juice.
I knew about Poetic Justice.
Yeah, Poetic Justice.
Yeah, I was like, come on, let me see. I wanted to see who's gonna play Janet. That's what I wanted.
I know. They even have that.
Janet.
They even have that clip when Jada is on the set of A Different World. And I was like, dang, I don't know if anyone's gonna catch that.
Oh, I didn't.
The Cosby, you know how Denise from the Cosby Show had her spin-off called A Different World? Yeah, that was the show.
Jada Pinkett was on
when
that?
he's visiting her on set in the very beginning, yeah, she's on A Different World.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. So I mean, but that's a different conversation.
I was just curious, like,
But I think,
wonder how big he would
and
be.
you know, and I don't mean to say that it was for good, obviously, but I think that when an artist dies before like losing steam, or not saying he would have, but I think that there is something about that kind of really martyrs
Keith Ledger.
an artist. Yeah.
Keith Ledger is a great example of it.
So, but anyway, we'll let that be decided. You could correct us on all the wrong things that we said in
And
the
I
comment
apologize
section
now.
below. But overall, I think it is a good effort. I think
Watch
it is
it.
a good biopic.
Yeah,
I
watch it.
don't think I liked it as much as I like Straight Outta Compton. I think Straight Outta Compton connected to me on a more emotional level, but I do think it was a movie worth watching.
Love it. We have 3 more movies this week. 47 Meters Down,
Cars 3, and Rough Night.
Love
check
it.
out all those reviews right above Shoe's Head, and check out this guy's channel. Learn something.
And then on Tuesday instead of a Thursday, we'll be back here for Transformers: The Last Night. I'm turning 35 freaking years old.
Yeah. Jeez.
Old.
You are old. And what a present. Another Michael Bay Transformers.
Yay. All right, we'll see everybody soon. Chasing7.com is known as
Film Lovers website.